One of the things that is essential for lean is the desire to improve. It sounds pretty obvious, but many organisations are of the opinion, and this was said to me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. When I joined Lang O'Rourke, I had very good success, really, in terms of what I was asked to do. Delivered it. I was asked to do exactly the same thing. So I thought, okay, done it before. I realised people were different. I lived in Ireland for 5 years. The last 5 years I've been in Ireland. And, I realised things were slightly different there. But I thought I'd tackle it, you know. Tried all sorts, couldn't get anything. Couldn't get anything to shift. And this was said to me on more than one occasion. And the way I can describe it is that the organisation was so fragmented into different parts, where we had 3 companies, earth moving, building and civils. I was trying to look after all 3 on the planning side. Each of the companies didn't speak to each other, it's totally separate, although they were all in the same office. And then they had different offices, one down in Cork, and that office didn't speak to the Dublin office either. So we had sort of 6 organisations really, and none of them were prepared to talk to each other. They all had different ideas. I went around project managers and contracts managers, and what I say about the culture about owning up to mistakes, that was a no-no. That was never going to happen. You know, they would basically produce results that, if you drilled into them with any depth, you'd find that they were totally false. It was just there to look good in front of management. And of course, you get one contracts manager trying to look good against another one, and then you get one part of the business trying to look good against the other part of the business. And it was embedded in the organisation that you don't know up to anything. You produce the results that say everything's fine. And basically, you couldn't get anywhere at all. I rejoined Lang O'Rourke. Tells you anything, yeah? As I say, true performance is often hidden. And there has to be this desire to strive for perfection, and it's a relentless desire for continual improvement. As I said earlier, set challenging targets and achieve by introduction of step changes. It's the step changes that's going to give you the big wins. Not easy to do all the time. You get to a point where you plateau, and you have to totally rethink. And that's not easy either, really. A willingness to succeed, success in business is essential, but to win together is quite memorable. And some of the projects that we've done are quite memorable. You know, it's good to get to the end, and the client and the contractor are both chuffed a bit. Create win-win situations. A lot of the time, that's out of my hands. It's out of a lot of people's hands. But in terms of procurement, setting up the contracts, this is where it all starts to go wrong or to go right. Define what success looks like. Write it down. Get the client to write down what he sees as success. And then when you get success, celebrate success. Builds up the team. Again, the no-blame culture. It's difficult to get, but really, as we are now, we're looking forward to the next lesson. Put the business first, put the project first. As Nigel was saying before, traditionally, the boss is paramount. In lean, the project is paramount. Get the project right, everybody looks good. Create a single delivery team with a single goal and deliver the project on time, budget, quality, safely, etc. That's what we're all. For us, it's about engaging with enlightened clients, consultants, delivery partners, and supply chain stakeholders. Bit of a leap of faith, and it's not something that can be just done on a sort of suck it and see type thing. To be engaged, once you're engaged, there's no turning back, really. Announcing lean raises expectations for all stakeholders, including clients, obviously. You have to have real commitment from the very highest level of the organisation. Because things don't always go well when learning the basics either. And a zero tolerance approach has to be taken by the site teams particularly. And some difficult changes are inevitable. Obviously it's not a fashion, it's more of a culture. We all know an organisation's culture is its true identity. Some difficult changes are inevitable, but not everyone can change. Some people take to it, some people don't. The way we dealt with it was spent a lot of time trying to get people into the way. I probably spent 70% of my time on T5 chasing around, trying to get people to buy into this thing. And they'd nod their head, and seeing the whites of their eyes, they didn't really understand. They didn't really take it on. And unfortunately, some people don't make the change. You have to push on regardless. It's difficult, you have to do it.